Well, I'm fixing to scrap out my pitching machine. I need the motor, I need the pillow blocks, I need the shaft, the belt, I need all this stuff. So we're going to tear this thing apart. Probably going to use some of the angle because I need to build a drum sander. And the drum sander is going to be for this porthole window. This is only part of it. It's about 8 inches thick. But we got to get something in here to sand the inside so we get a nice, smooth, professional looking finish in there. Alrighty, let me start tearing this thing apart. Well, this is all the parts I'm going to use. Got the pillow blocks, I got this, I got the motor. I got to make my drum sander do flachi. So I got to get these two pillow blocks down here at the end so that we can stick this end up through the table, and then we're going to wrap our sandpaper around it. Now this thing, well, this thing's swelled up on there. I'm going to have to get a chisel and break it off because we don't need this piece. And I gotta get all this rust cleaned off of here. I think we're gonna have enough to get the shaft. Doesn't really need to stick through. It just got to come real close to the end. So. There we go. Alright, it's going to work good enough. I mean, it's got to come through a piece of 3/4 inch plywood, which that's going to bring that right to the end. Alright, I got to go drill 5/8 holes in each one of these centered. I'm going to get as close as I can. Well, I didn't want to hit that vise, but I did. Alrighty, got these two. Let's go get them on the shaft. Okay, this is what we're going to do. See, we're going to mount this under the table, and then this is going to be above to where we mount this, and then we have to put the other one here and slide it down here and slide it down to the shaft there. This is just kind of haphazard cut here. I got to get the table saw out, slice a nice straight hole, have a cut here. Okay, now we've got this side, now we've got to cut this side. Well, that might be a little bit more than 3/16, but I think it'll work. We're going to find out. If not, we'll just make another one. Since this is not going to be a precision instrument. Oh, let's see, I forgot to take this thing off of there first. Oh golly, yes. Quite a bit, as a matter of fact. Well, I may have to start over. Alright, check it again. That's pretty darn good right there. Just knock it over just a hair. Hair a bit more. There we go. That's it right there. Tighten that down. Well, I knew that was going to happen. Didn't expect that to be that long. But we'll pull it together. Okay. Got that pulled back together. If this was going to be a permanent thing, I would have definitely changed that out. Okay, now we've got to mount this to the bottom of the table. Alright, get my last bolt in here. That's the best we're going to do, but you know, we're going to have screws coming down through anyway, right underneath the table. Okay, so now I've got to, the one thing I have to do now, I have to get me a block, a block, put here. And this, well, let's see, wait a minute, no. Got to be bigger than this because we got to mount that motor on here. Okay, this is going to have to mount like that so that we can mount our motor on there. Okay, now along with this is going to be tied to the table too, so neither one of them, this is just to keep everything pretty much straight. Sure. See that this pulley here has got to be raised up in order to match this pulley, and then of course we got to have enough room for adjustment. So that's where we're at now. Okay, here's our belt. Now I got to figure out where that block's got to go. The set side. Nope. This side's going to be the set side. Okay, so it sets here. And then we tighten it up with these two bolts right here, which should go about right there. So this is going to go about right there. And this is going to go about right there. This is when I need a little help that I don't have. I've got to try to hold this thing up and mount it in the table. Okay. Wowee. Are we ready? Oh yeah, looky there. It's got a little wobble to it, but not much. Alright, let's put our drum on there. That's really not too bad. I mean, yeah, it's got a little wobble to it, but I can straighten that up. Screws and stuff and whatnot. Okay, now let me show you what it's for. See, as this thing is turning, of course now this is going to have to be raised up a little bit, but anyway, this is to sand. See, when I get this monster together, this is what it's going to do. It's going to sand the inside of this porthole window. Well, by golly, we're almost there. Okay, now we've got to get this where it's up flush. This is going to be our drive pulley. Okay, got our hole in there. Okay, our pulley on the bottom with the screws through it to this here is going to be our drive. About right there. That looks pretty darn good. And just a hair. Okay. Alright, our sandpaper is locked in there. Gotta roll this thing up. This is where it takes two people. And as always, I don't have two people. Okay. Okay, I think we're ready to try it. I gotta raise it a little higher. Well, let's try the 3-stack. It's really working pretty good for just something thrown together. Let's turn it off and see how the sandpaper's holding up. It is really doing a nice job on the inside, getting all the joints to clear up. So, okay, Brian, here's your baseball pitching machine to a drum sander. How about that? Now, when I put this 2-stack on top of the 3-stack and get them all lined up, of course, first I have to cut around the outside edge. To get this down, I need 2 inches all the way around. Then our drum sander, you can see it'll catch the whole 8 inches. So then we can kind of straighten everything up and get everything looking really nice. Alright, that's all I'm going to show you for right now till we get done. Got a long way to go.